but that's just a scheduling issue. Hello, folks. Welcome to Thunder and Thursday. Scheduling causes this sometimes in the spring, late winter, spring, but I'm appreciative when people can join me. I'm in Louisiana with Louisiana Rum Reviews, and Elbow 88 is in Florida, and I appreciate you joining.
Yeah, my pleasure. You know, even it's a different day, I was available, so I thought, well, I got something here to bring to the panel, so why not?
I hate to disrupt people's schedule, but really the only other option would just be to flat out cancel it. That's not too much fun. So here we are, and I have a product as the light goes away. Still clear out there, but you know it's getting darker. I have WD Liquors or Winn-Dixie Dark Rum. And I'll show you this in a blow up. Make it a little bigger. Bought this at Winn-Dixie, obviously. It was only $12.99 for this huge bottle. It's a dark rum. It's imported from the Caribbean islands. Of course, you're never going to find out which ones because it's probably a blend of rums from different islands, I would think.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
But it's handled by, let's see if I can, Wide World Importers of Frankfort, Kentucky. And then it says dark rum. Well, Wide World Importers is sort of like Sazerac's, Buffalo Trace's store brand collaboration team. And so it's actually bottled at Buffalo Trace. But if you go on the tour there, you're probably not going to see this.
Yeah.
This is probably done after hours, you know what I mean? But interesting thing about Winn-Dixie, last year in March 2024, they were purchased by Aldi. Total purchase. 11 months later, last Friday, not even a week ago, Winn-Dixie was sold back to the people they bought it from, which was a shock, to say the least.
Yeah, I heard some about that because I have Winn-Dixie here and Aldi, and I was surprised that Aldi didn't hang on to it. You know, it's an established, store with lots of different locations. So
what the news report said was that, and I read this for a while, they said that Aldi bought Winn-Dixie. They went through each store. They picked out 220 stores that they wanted to convert to Aldi. I guess they calculated that it was cheaper to renovate and convert than to build from the ground up.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Now, the other 170 stores that they were not interested in converting, plus all the liquor stores, because in Florida there's Winn-Dixie liquor stores, they just made an offer to the original owners, Southeastern Grocers, and said, would you like to buy them back? And they probably had a good price, and they said, yeah. So there you go. There's the answer.
Yeah.
So I guess everybody's happy. I don't know. So I'll put this in the banner, and then I'm going to let you show your product. Let me type this into the banner. Let's see, Winn-Dixie. Dixie Dark Rum, 40%. You see, I kind of had a clue about what was going on, though, about 2 months ago. When I went to Winn-Dixie here, there's one about 1 mile away. I could almost look out the window and see it. And people were saying for about 2 years, these vendors, people that sell potato chips and soft drinks, they were telling me, they're going to close it down. I'm telling you, I know. Well, you can't always believe that, right? I said, okay, we'll see. Well, nothing happened. Didn't close down. In fact, 2 months ago, they stripped all the wax off the floors, moved everything around, re-waxed it, and buffed everything. And I thought to myself, who in the world would do that if they're getting ready to shut it down?
Yeah.
That makes no sense. I said, so something's up. I didn't know what was up, but I said, something's up. So there was kind of evidence that something was afoot. Okay, enough of that rhetoric talk.
Okay. what I bring to the table tonight is an Irish cream liqueur from Fennelly or Fennelly. I'm not sure the exact pronunciation, but I'll call it Fennelly's for now. It's a tropical Colada flavor, Irish cream liqueur. It's 17% ABV, product of Ireland, bottled by Robert A. Mary Company over there. So we'll give this a taste. It's kind of probably more of a summer drink than you might expect it to have it in the summer rather than now in the wintertime. But this bottle was, I thought it was a good price. It was $13.
Oh yeah.
And I like I like a pina colada once in a while, so I thought I would try this version.
And if anybody's been tracking Bailey's, they've been coming out with a new flavor. Seems like every week. Bailey's has been going hog wild with the flavors. Only problem there is they're running around $27.99.
Yes, they are higher. So I thought I would put it in this liqueur glass so you can see it. It's like a cream color.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can smell a little bit of the coconut right there. So anyway.
All right. So now we're going to look at the website, see what we can find out. In my case, it won't be much. So Winn-Dixie, these two options, you can get their light rum, which I showed a couple of weeks ago, and the gold. They got a sale, $12.99, which is very low for a huge bottle. But you better hurry up. You better hurry over there, folks, because the sale ends on December 28th. So don't don't play around. This is the information they give you. It's $12.99. You have to buy it in the store. You can't get it curbside pickup. You have to show your ID to buy it. Makes sense. Typical type of setup. And you can only buy it at Winn-Dixie, which also makes sense considering the product is called Winn-Dixie. Yeah, I've been seeing these things since I was a little kid, but maybe back then it was $5.99 for the big bottle, and they were made out of glass. And as far as Fennelly's, I couldn't find a website like you said. There isn't any. But here's the Total Wine and More website. They're showing it in Mandeville, Louisiana. And look at this deal.
Yeah, it's even on sale there. $12. Not bad.
And give the viewers a close-up. You got your flamingo. I don't think they have any flamingo in it, but pineapple, look like some different leaves. I don't know if those are spices. And then coconut, Irish cream liqueur, product of Ireland. They're saying, well, you could read that if you want. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, I can't see that close enough to read.
Let me blow it up.
There you go. Ireland made with luscious cream and blended with creamy coconut and sweet, juicy pineapple. Fennelly's Tropical Colada is delicious on the rocks or blended with ice to create the perfect summertime cocktail any time of the year.
And they're saying,
yeah, I wouldn't disagree with much of that. I'm going to pour some.
They've got the little chart all the way over to Rich.
Yeah.
Now, if you're interested, I can show you the Mary and Sons website.
Yeah. I'd be interested in that. Sure.
Here's Mary, the people that make that. Like I said, they have their own line.
Okay. I don't think I've seen Mary's brand at Total Wine, so
I haven't seen it at Total Wine, but I've seen it around here and there, like usually at private liquor stores.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. There's about 6 different flavors there. That looks good.
I think they've been around a good while. They claim they use only grass-fed cows from the fields and all this. It says 1868.
Yeah, that's quite a while.
Their master blender is Don Crowley. Fresh Irish dairy cream, aged Irish whiskey, and a strong dash of Irish spirit. That means unaged spirit. Probably a big dash of it.
Yeah.
Grass, happy cows, fresh milk. Rich cream delivered from the creamery within 12 hours of leaving the farm gate, handcrafted in small batches, using the finest Irish whiskey and spirits. And also Bailey's. Bailey's uses a lot of unaged grain spirit. Enjoyed the world over. Okay, let's see what their range is. See if they have a similar product to what you're drinking. Doesn't appear so.
Yeah, it's different flavors there. Strawberry and a pumpkin. That looks interesting.
Toffee, buttermint. The original, which I'm sure would be very similar to Bailey's, white chocolate, salted caramel. So I guess they made this special tropical concoction for Total Wine. Okay.
Yeah, it's tasty. I've been sipping on it here, and you definitely get the coconut up front. You get some pineapple, and yeah, it's like a pina colada, already made.
So I'll pour in a little rum here. Now I read my regulations about rum. Pina colada, that's something I need to explore more because my knowledge of cocktails is below the screen. It's so low. But it's the truth, I'll admit it. One thing I noticed about this, if you read the regulations, rum is allowed to have coloring and flavoring added, and they do not have to disclose it on the bottle. Okay. That doesn't mean they have to put the coloring and flavoring in it. It just means they don't have to disclose it. Now, what I've noticed with this product, it seems very, very light. You notice that?
Yeah.
Now, the bottle calls it a dark rum. Well, if this is dark,
Yeah, it's not too dark.
you know, who thinks this is dark? This is about as light straw as I've ever seen. So I get the impression that they're not bothering to add any coloring. And that is about as pale as it comes. What islands is it coming from? Once again, we don't know. I'm sure 99% of the people buying this stuff for $12.99 don't care. How long is it aged? If it's aged a year, I'll give you $1. So you know as well as I do, people are not buying this so they can swish it around at room temperature and talk about it for a long time. They're buying it to do what?
Make a cocktail, make a mixed drink.
And a very inexpensive one too, right?
Yeah, like rum and Coke is pretty basic, pretty
Right.
easy.
But I'm not saying that to be sarcastic or to knock that. I'm just trying to put it in perspective. You know, it's what it's. That's the price point it exists at, and some people that's their approach. They don't want to pay a lot. They're not that picky about it. They're just saying, look, I'm going to watch Wheel of Fortune and I'm going to drink an inexpensive cocktail, and that's it. And if that's what it exists for, I can't really take issue with it. It's not claiming to be anything fantastic. So, all right. The comment, let me see the comment. Jeff Lyons said, I'm not sure about rum, because Jeff Lyons, you admitted, Jeff, you never have tried rum in your life. But for whiskey and bourbon, the lighter it is, the younger it is. But wait a minute, though, Jeff. Let's think about this. I have a bottle of Ardbeg 10, Scotch whiskey, single malt. It's aged 10 years, and that thing is paler. That thing is more pale than this one. So is that always the case? Because that Ardbeg 10 is pale, 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 but it's wonderful. All right, quick assessment of this. You get a little sugar cane. I don't really have the right glass. You get the fumes, if you want to call it the fumes. Taste, cheers. It's a little basic, as expected. There is some oak barrel, though. There is the mild, light sugar cane. There is a little bit of like a creme brulee, you know, like that caramelized or burnt sugar, a little bit, just not too much. The body's light to medium and the finish is dry. I'll give it credit in this way. It's not too flavorful, okay, but on the other hand, there's nothing off-putting, off, strange, unusual, or exotic about it. It just tastes like a basic mellow rum. And for $12.99 a handle, I really can't see why somebody would make a fuss about it, complain, because I don't think it deserves any complaints. Wouldn't be tracking it down, but if you live in Louisiana, you wouldn't have to because it's everywhere. So yeah, it's about what everyone would expect, but no real bad downside with it.
Ryan, have you ever done taste challenges with rum?
Yes, I've done many, and
Okay.
the Winn-Dixie brands don't exactly run ahead of the crowd.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, they don't get beat down and embarrassed. You know what I mean? They kind of hold their own, which you, in a way, you wouldn't expect. You would expect them to get embarrassed and be a sham, you know. But it doesn't really work. They do all right, actually. And I think the parent company, Sazerac, Buffalo Trace, they have a certain quality level that helps out a little bit, probably.
Because I know there's some inexpensive brands of rum other than that Winn-Dixie, like a Castillo.
Yes, that's from Bacardi.
Yeah, so I don't know how they would hold up in a taste challenge. I guess you've done them, but I've never watched any of your rum tastings. I'll have to take a look back there.
I've done many. Castillo does well.
Okay.
Has a little bit of a little bit of an odd flavor, the silver and the gold, but I do recommend Castillo, especially if you're on a tight budget. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I usually go back and forth between Bacardi and Cruzan or Cruzan rum. They're pretty competitive as far as price, and I like the taste on them.
I agree with that. Yeah, I like both of them too. Yeah, they're really nice.
But anyway, back to our tropical Colada, Fenelli's.
Yeah.
It's a Irish cream, 17%. They've done a good job, I think, with this as far as the taste goes. It's not too sweet to put you off. You can taste some of the coconut in there, some of the pineapple. So it's everything that I would look for in this type of drink. I mean, I would buy this again, no problem. And, you know, it's relatively inexpensive, $12, $13, $14 a bottle. And the convenience, it's all ready to go. And it tastes good. So, yeah, I like it. So I would recommend it for anyone out there that's in the mood for I know it's not summertime. We're still here in February, but it's a summertime drink, but you can enjoy it anytime, I guess, you know.
Like the description said on Total Wine, a summertime concoction for any time of the year.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I thought David might join tonight, but he didn't join.
Yep. Yeah, you mix it up with a day, and
Yeah.
sometimes.
I actually talked to him on the phone. He might have been driving home from work. But you know, sometimes you go to work all day and you come home and say, "Let me lay down for a few minutes," and you might be laying down for a few hours, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Can't say that won't happen. But he's usually pretty keen to join, you know. But I'll be curious to see what people say about the Fennellys. Let's look at some reviews here. This is kind of interesting if you'd like to see that.
Yeah.
On Google, a year ago, this guy, Happy Joy, I don't think that's his real name. Delicious. This is the second time I have purchased this. We really enjoyed it. The flavor is wonderful. A nice, smooth blend of tropical flavors. If you like coconut or pina coladas, you would most likely enjoy this. The only reason I didn't give it 5 stars is because the alcohol content is very low for the price. Okay, so not much.
Yeah, that's kind of average for an Irish cream.
Yeah,
Right?
I don't know why they would say that. They must not have much experience with the product. Wonderful flavor, says Buffalo 10 months ago. I really enjoy the flavor. It's not available where I live. Anytime I travel to an area where available, I purchase at least a case, a case to take back home with me.
Wow.
Frank, yeah. Frank says, and the overall score on Google is 66, which is really not that good of a score. But Frank says, a great Colada liqueur. I wanted to try a Colada liqueur. Noted that Finley's was stocked next to Bailey's. Bought a bottle, enjoyed it. We'll be back for another bottle. Patty says, excellent. The richness of flavors just makes this a perfect dessert drink, or just in any time to celebrate refreshment. Now, this guy says, Colada cream. We bought this because it was recommended by a customer in the store. She raved that it was the best, and both my husband and I were disappointed. Would not buy it again. Well, okay. V-Dog says, good stuff. Love, love, love this product. Glass with ice and good to go. You can also use this as a base and add a different liqueur like chocolate. Yum. So it looks like most of the people are pretty pleased with it.
Yeah.
Total Wine and More, however, a month ago, hard pass. If you ever wanted to know what tropical tanning lotion tastes like, this is for you. Another one says, disgusting, would never purchase again. Not good. The taste is awful. The entire bottle went down the drain just to make room for good stuff. Now, does that seem kind of extreme that you would dump it down the drain?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, you would, if you have an idea what you're buying, it's an Irish cream. I would think you probably know what the basic Irish cream tastes like. And it's certainly not bad enough to make one want to pour it down the drain, at least not in my eyes, you know?
Yeah, and then you get these extremes, like you got people saying they're pouring it down the drain. And then the next one, 7 months ago, says pineapple with coconut flavor was evident, smooth taste and liqueur, giving it 5 out of 5 stars. 8 months ago, good stuff. So, yeah. I mean, you're getting one group of people who just absolutely loved it, and you're getting another group that they hate it, you know, so.
Yeah, I like Derek's comment there, give it to a hobo instead.
Yeah, they definitely will not dump it down the drain.
And yes, I do. This happens to be a Evan Williams glass. Yeah, I got a few of these that have survived over the years and haven't broken. And I forget where I picked these up, but every once in a while, if I see one out in a store, you know, with a brand name on it, I'll try and pick it up.
That's a pretty glass. I have to admit that.
Yeah, I've only got 2 left. I think I used to have 4, but anyways, it's just part of life. Here, they slip and fall, and they're gone. So
I know, it's so irritating. Some of my most treasured glasses I broke. Now the ones I don't really like, they never break. Oh well, what do you know?
Hey guys, how you doing? Hey, what's up?
Cheers, John.
Hey, I'm doing all right. Hey guys, what's going on? I'm gonna be real quick here. Dealing with this anyway. I got Jim Beam right now. One of those nights I need Jim Beam. We all know the history of Jim Beam.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's been on the market
So-
since 1938.
I'm gonna take a quick swig here. I'm just one of those days today. But cheers, guys. Elbow, how you doing? What's
Great,
NJ? Hello.
Yeah.
There you go. No description. You know what it is. Cheers.
Hey, I'll show the website. I don't mind.
Go ahead.
Is it the white label? Jim Beam white label?
Yeah, it's the white label. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I bought this. Me and my brother, we had this last weekend during the Super Bowl. We didn't really hit it out. We only had a few, not a lot, but a few. It was a very, very tame Super Bowl. We didn't. We behaved ourselves. So.
So it's aged 4 years, and they're saying more toward char and fruit and sweet, not so much grain and oak. That's what the website's saying. Heavy char, sweet, and fruit. Not so much oak, not so much grain. So pretty famous product, obviously.
Reasonably priced too. Reasonably priced.
Yeah.
This is what he likes to consume. This is what he likes to sip on. Me, this is all right. I prefer actually Evan Williams over this more so, and Ezra Brooks over this. As an inexpensive bourbon. And as far as Canadian whiskey, my feelings about Canadian Mist and Rich and Rare. I like that a lot. So
I know.
But anyway, this is what I have right now. I'm about to lit up this Black and Mild right now.
Famous
Hello,
Middleton.
Claude. How you doing?
Hello, how are you?
And Black and Mild is from Middleton's, right?
Middleton's, exactly.
I'm sorry you're
and
having
that's,
one of those. I'm sorry you're having one of those days. I've had one of those years sometimes.
That's right, Claude. Cheers.
Cheers to your health.
Yes.
All right, so let me put that in the banners because I'm kind of absent-minded as we've noticed over the years. Okay, so we got the famous Jim Beam, which of course is 40%. And now Claude is going to tell us what he has tonight.
Well, it's last night. The fellas in the chat room. I always like the chat room. I love the comments and the stuff there. And they were talking about brandies and stuff, I believe. And I've been here in 4 weeks in North Carolina, and I went in the bar. Do you ever go in the back of the bar, real deep, where you keep all the good liquor? And guess what? Look what I found.
Well, what do you know?
Yeah. And this is funny. This is Korbel. It's a California brandy. I think it's one of the best. This is like the Evan Williams of brandies, in my opinion. Okay. And I've had very expensive brandies, French brandies, Napoleon brandies, and everything. I love that. This is just smooth and enjoyable, flavorful. And if we have enough time, I'll talk about it.
We do have enough time. Now, Jean-Pierre is not. Jean-Pierre, I can speak for you, Jean, right? You are not a brandy person.
I'm surprised at that. Because if you look, Jean-Pierre, if you like Jim Beam, you would love this.
Korbel? Okay. Brandy, right? Okay.
Yeah,
he's not a brandy person.
Yeah.
Now, Elbow, I don't know what your position
My dear friend Lisa, she loves brandy. Her favorite is Paul Masson. She likes the flavor one, apple one, but she'll go with the original from time to time. I don't think she's had Korbel. She has, but she's like certain people are particular about their products that they like. So she loves her Paul Masson.
Now, Elbow, I don't know what your opinion is on brandy. I don't know.
I'm just kind of neutral on it because I don't often drink it. Maybe I'll dip my feet into the water one of these days and pick up a bottle, but I'm usually not a brandy drinker.
And Claude can explain what a brandy actually is.
It's basically whiskey made from grapes. It's whiskey from wine.
Okay.
That's right. They take a wine. Most brandy is made by wine companies. They take a wine and they distill it into a liquor. Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, like this, very smooth, very full flavored, lovely to just sip, and have for dessert. You can have this as a main drink too, but it's just very enjoyable. This used to go. I'm not kidding you. I'm showing probably $6 to $8 a bottle at one time.
Is brandy a liqueur?
Yeah, now this
Brandy
little bottle is about $12, $13 now. I don't even remember when I bought this. I think it's been in the back of the bar for a couple of years now.
Now, Claude, this is a brandy that really has been on the market since 1889.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and it started by a man who escaped from Europe. His name was Francis Korbel. He escaped from the German Confederation. He moved to California. You want to read this, or you want me to read it?
Since 1889, our Sonoma County winery has been producing award-winning California brandy, handcrafted in small batches at our artesian distillery using only the finest California grapes. And California has magnificent grapes. Korbel California brandy is masterfully aged to perfection in premium oak barrels, fire charged and mellow to achieve a golden amber color, rich butterscotch aroma, and extra smooth taste. Korbel also makes champagne, and they use the traditional champagne method where it's fermented in the bottle,
Right.
not injected with carbon dioxide like some of the cheaper ones. And same thing with their champagne. It's excellent, their champagne, and it's nowhere near the price of Moet White Star or Dom Pernod or anything like that. They just make quality products at very reasonable prices. I'm getting a time off from Thrown Off Thursday there.
Yeah. That's a wine product. That's not a liquor or liqueur.
Oh, well, it's up there.
Oh,
I
no.
guess we're all thrown off on it's Thursday. You're like, I got thrown off on a time, man. What's Thursday?
Look at the alcohol.
A brandy is a liquor. It's 40% alcohol.
It's a liquor.
Brandy
It
is not
comes
a
from
liquor.
wine, but it's a liquor. I mean, that's 40%, baby.
I thought it was just liquor and liqueurs. Now all of a sudden we're presenting something made from grapes. I'm not making a big deal about it, but
Well, can a grape be a liquor?
Yeah.
What's Applejack? Lard's Applejack.
Apple brandy.
It's an apple brandy.
according to the host, there can only be three things. That's beer, wine, or liquor. That's it.
And this is a liquor.
We're only classifying three things: beer, wine, or liquor.
Well, we're gonna have to take this to Supreme Court of Elbow here.
Hey, pull that spreadsheet out. Pull that cotton picket spreadsheet out.
All right, anyway.
Rules on it.
Thank you, Claude. Thank you, Claude, for showing us this liquor.
12,000, wherever it came from. All right, kids. Apparently, I am late. I've been all over the place. Here it is, Thrown Off Thursday. What we're looking at tonight is a product I picked up not so long ago. Green River, Kentucky bourbon, sour mash whiskey, non-chill filtered, and it's got some kind of code on here. DSPKY10. Hoping that's not a lubricant. Okay. So it's got a cork on it. It's got a nice bourbon color. Coming in at 90 proof. Again, this is sour mash. We have a website.
I don't really spend a lot of time doing a lot of people in my life. And I don't know.
All right,
Sorry.
so
Beverage Ramble is mumbling.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize, David. Forgive me. Forgive me, David. I'm sorry.
That's quite all right.
he's literally rambling.
What was happening here, man?
I'm so glad this is a friendly group.
Oh, good.
Oh, boy.
Okay, apparently I'm late, so I guess we're going on to the taste and all that.
We're actually on the part where we're showing the website and everything. So,
it says your live's been on for 34 minutes.
well, we've been taking our time.
Yeah, we 6:30 start.
I'm just moving along. You'll forget about me after the whiskey is gone.
Right. I don't know why, but I'm thinking about Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Green River, right?
Well,
That'd be
you left a good job in the city, working
Yeah.
on the river every night and day. The Green River.
So here's the
I think we
website.
got a generational challenge here. Yes, blow it up a little bit and I'll read it. Can't see it. All right. Kentucky Straight Bourbon. It's 90 proof. Like a lot of stuff's coming, like your Buffalo Trace. All of them seems like that's the baseline 90 proof now. Ace on site in some of the oldest warehouses in the state. This 90 proof whiskey is rich in color, which kind of has golden amber hue. See that? Green River is made with local source corn featured mash bill of 70% corn. That's a little high for me. 21% winter rye, which we all know what that is, grows in your yard. And winter rye. Ooh. And 9% malted barley. The higher rye content contributes to a warm spice notes on the nose and palate. Don't know if they're trying to follow some other brands that we have out there that are high rise, like oh gosh, what is that? Like Wild Turkey, or a couple of other ones. So I would think that they're kind of with that statement there, they're looking to go up against the high rye whiskeys like Wild Turkey. Yeah, I've never heard of this until just recently. I don't know who they are, where they came from. I don't even know how long they've been around.
What's the price on that whiskey, Dave?
I gave 30 for it.
Okay, it looks pretty reasonable. Looks reasonable.
Wild Turkey's cheaper, so I just saw it. I said, I'll pick it up. Taste it. I can get Wild Turkey for about 25% less. It's also a 101. This is 90. I can't read all that. I don't even know why we're scrolling.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out who's the parent company.
Novel here. We don't have time for novels. This is a very short show. Lots of participants here. Yeah. So the appearance is whiskey color, amber to a dark, kind of golden. Alcohol legs. Smells a little bit like Wild Turkey. Has a strong presence of alcohol, if you know what I mean.
What's the price? What is the price for Wild Turkey versus this? They said that was $30, $34 Wild Turkey.
$23, $24.
Okay.
About $10.
Which is probably about the same, about $25, $27 here in my area.
So this costs about $6, $7 more.
Thank goodness Georgia's there's no state-run liquor stores here in Georgia. Thank goodness.
In Louisiana, you can get it anywhere. If some kid selling it at a snowball stand, you can get it.
It's almost that. It is almost that extreme, really.
Don't go to the grocery store. You got to show that ID.
David gets so angry about this. Like, all I do is take out my ID and show it to him. He gets into a big rant.
Hey man, hold time out. They had to take my ID and run it through a scanner today. A scanner. I'm like,
oh yeah. When I lived in Mobile, when I bought wine or beer.
That's okay. No, it's not okay. No.
When I lived in Mobile, going to Rouse's and or the Piggly Wiggly or the cost plus 10% stores, I would have to show my ID and it was go through a scanner. Like, okay, all right, well, thanks guys, appreciate it.
Yeah, that gets reported back to the man on some database. It shows exactly what you bought and how often you bought it.
Right, just trying to track your life. That's all. Just trying to track your life. No big deal.
Hey man, Don't get me started, bro. You know I fought for this country. So I guess we're doing taste.
We're gonna come back to that. Yeah. So
Okay. Carry on.
I'm gonna show the comments, then I'll do the taste. Let's see here. Hello, Jean, says Butch Willie.
It said Gene. It didn't have an asterisk on it.
Jim Beam is good as a straight shot. It's good. It doesn't have to be a mixer.
It is.
It's fine.
Why don't you people like brandy? Y'all are my enemies. Okay, $12 Rebel 100, but I'm not sure it's better than Evan Williams Bottle and Bond. Evan Williams is probably a bit better for $12. Yeah, okay.
If for $12 you zip it and say thank you. We say thank you first, then zip it.
Green River.
Sir, Green River.
Applejack. I can get Laird's Applejack in New Orleans, but it's a little pricey, but I can get it. I never tried it.
Have you ever had it? It's a very unique drink. It's very rough.
Tastes like apples.
It tastes like an apple, but it's half. I just went to their webpage. It's half apple brandy and half generic alcohol mixer or something. You know,
it's some kind of Kool-Aid liqueur thing.
Well, I think apple brandy has to be at least 51% apples, but they're probably allowed to add filler to it. Yeah.
Yeah. They blend it with some other substance.
That way, it's only.
Yes.
If
Hopefully
not,
and GMOs.
Instead of being $35 a bottle, it might be $100 a bottle. All right. So the Winn-Dixie rum. Look, I know what I bought when I bought it. I get that. Okay. I wasn't under some kind of illusion like, oh, this is going to be a craft rum. Only a fool would think that. But it's a store brand, a private label rum from Sazerac, Buffalo Trace. And they probably bought it on auction. They probably bought these rums on auction in the Caribbean islands. It's not bad. I'm not going to, it tastes all right. I wouldn't make a habit of drinking it, although I'm going to pour a little bit more. But I wouldn't.
How many taste challenges have you done with this, Jay?
Oh,
Right.
just one, Jean. You could tell. It's not that much missing.
He means in my life, not today. Quite a few. And like I was telling Elbow,
They all
earlier,
lost, and the Winn-Dixie lost all the time.
no, that's what I was telling Elbow earlier in the video. You would think in your mind, you would think it would just get destroyed every time. But no, it held its own. It was a pretty competitive taste challenge. Now, did it compete against like Appleton Estate and Bacardi and Bacardi 10-year? Obviously not. But against Castillo and Ronrico and some of those, it actually did pretty well. So I can't disparage it. Wouldn't go on a hunt for it. Not that you would have to, since it's at every Winn-Dixie in Louisiana. Can't speak for Florida, but probably at the Winn-Dixie liquor stores there. But yeah, it's all right. I mean, yeah, not going to win any awards. Not that it would ever be put into competition.
Would you say it's more of a mixer?
If they did a blind taste test, if they did a blind taste test, I'm sure they'd be like, okay, we can't tell the difference. And they realize, oh my God, Winn-Dixie, what the hell?
I think it would shock. It is more of a mixer, like David was asking. I think it would shock a lot of people. Now, if you showed them the label, automatically they're going to say it's bad. But if you gave it to them blind, they might get shocked. They might get shocked.
Does it have a waxiness to it?
No, it's
Okay.
clean. It's clean. It's clean. I'm gonna go with a an 8.4 out of 10. A B. It's good. Good. Nothing great.
Like Ronrico or something like that.
Ronrico, Castillo, something like that. Exactly.
That puts it in pretty good company then.
Yeah, I think
I
it's
mean,
fine.
I'm not a rum and aficionado in any kind of a way, but you know, I can appreciate rums.
Yeah, I think if you're a person that runs around with Castillo and Ronrico, I think you'd be happy with it. Now, if you're used to $120 bottles of Bacardi Family Reserve Estate that's aged 25 years, yeah, you're probably going to hate it. Okay, anyway, now to Finley's.
Yeah. Yeah, here we are, the Tropical Colada Irish cream liqueur.
Oh,
I give it a 90. I give it an A for what it's doing. I think it does it well, and if it's trying to duplicate a pina colada mixed drink, it does a pretty good job of that.
can I see what it looks like? I apologize for being late on the game. Well, in the glass. Are you still drinking it, or are you just
Kind of cream looking, yeah.
Yeah. It's like it's like a whitish. It's got a thick mouthfeel.
It's almost like a melted daiquiri on ice. That's what it looks like to me. If somebody made like a cream white daiquiri.
Yep.
Yeah. Like a pina colada daiquiri over
There
ice.
you go. Yep. But I would buy this again. It's quite tasty, and
So would you say it's like
only
pina
17%.
colada inspired, or I'm sorry, go ahead, Claude.
It's I like that it's only 17%. You can really drink it, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a lot of these Irish creams are right around 17%, and you drink a glass or two, then you begin to feel it. So, but it's quite tasty on the way. So, cheers, guys! I would recommend it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So, would you say it's more like a pina colada inspired?
Definitely.
Yeah, exactly. Because you get that coconut.
Elbow, thank you.
Yeah, the coconut and the pineapple. You can definitely
tasted
taste
it.
that. So, yeah, it's like a pina colada.
Okay. And so, how does the cream work with that? Does it have like Irish creams? Do they have like their own little special cream flavor? Do you find that they're more creamier? Kind of like people like chase down that Kerrygold butter and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, there's supposed to be
Irish
some
fat.
the Irish whiskey in there, I guess, is the base, but you don't really taste that part of it.
Okay.
It's you get like a thick mouthfeel. It's very similar to a mixed drink of pina colada, and any of the others, like all those other flavors. It's a similar base, it's that same creamy type mouthfeel, and then the various different flavors will come out for whatever you've selected. But
Fair enough. I just don't know anything about these, so I was just curious.
Yeah, well, here in Florida, a lot of these tiki type drinks are very popular. The pina coladas, the margaritas, what's that other one? The with rum. I can't think. It escapes me right now. But anyway, there's a lot of these type of summer type drinks around. Even though here I am in February, but it don't matter if you're in the mood for a tasty summery type drink. I would recommend it for sure. Yeah.
Excellent. Hello. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Just reflective about this stuff right now. Hold on. I just had Jim Beam.
Is that time of the month that the stars are aligning? I thought maybe that's what you were looking at.
Okay, I just had Jim Beam tonight. Yeah, Jim Beam. Just like Wild Turkey, like Ezra Brooks, and Evan Williams. Very inexpensive for a bourbon whiskey. Yes, Jack Daniels, by the way, is a bourbon whiskey. I know we had the debate.
No, it's not.
Yes,
No,
it is.
it's not.
Here we go.
Tennessee whiskey. If it
It's a
was
bourbon
whiskey, it would be from Kentucky.
No, you can make bourbon. Oh, wait a minute. You can make bourbon in any state.
So, yeah. So anyway, sorry to bring that up, guys.
People
but
are drinking the Kool-Aid on that. It's not a bourbon.
We're gonna have to make a
I-
special video one night, and then I can show you that.
Yeah.
I will give Jim Beam I'll give Jim Beam a 93 out of 100. It's pretty good,
Kentucky
reasonably priced.
straight bourbon.
Okay.
Okay. We'll save that for another video. Well, and then we'll put some money down, and then I'll collect all my money. But anyway, what do you
Yeah,
score
you're
that again? What do you-
Diddly, because you're wrong.
No, I'm not wrong. I'm not
You
wrong.
are wrong.
I'm
It
not
even
wrong.
says on their website they're not a bourbon. From the
Yeah,
company
we know.
itself, it says we are not a bourbon.
Thank you,
John,
John.
see where you started. Come
Thank
on.
you, John. What do you score this again?
93 out of 100.
All right.
Nice. So
Very, very, very good. Again, it's my brother's favorite. That's all he consumes. Well, not, I mean, he doesn't consume, you know what I mean? But that's his one of his.
sips.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
you
exactly.
don't you find that Jim Beam is very close to Evan Williams?
Yes.
Yeah. Kind of in a way, yeah, somewhat similar, yeah.
I don't think I could tell the difference.
Here's old number one.
And I enjoy Evan Williams. It's like I enjoy Ezra Brooks,
Old number one.
Never had that. Should I try it?
Ezra
Yeah.
Brooks, yeah.
Yeah. Why not? Heck.
It says Tennessee whiskey. Does not say
I
bourbon.
know. We get it. We get that. But there's more to the story. You're leaving out part of. All right. Now, Claude, thank you, Jean, for causing
Just
chaos.
because you want it to be bourbon, just because you're coming off saying using some loophole like a Louisiana lawyer would by saying that
That's where. But wait. That's where the law. That's where the law.
Tennessee whiskey.
The
Tennessee,
loophole is where the law matters.
Tennessee whiskey.
I like those Louisiana lawyers. They're
Does
good.
not say bourbon anywhere.
I get a fair trial.
I know. Well, let's calm down. All right, Korbel, Claude, you have the floor.
Well, Korbel makes champagne. But Korbel also makes champagne. But it's not made in France in the Champagne district, is it?
That's right.
So is it true? Oh, wait, just happen to have a. Oh, look at this. Thank you, dear.
Yes.
Look what's in the fridge.
Isn't that what we
Ah,
get?
champagne. Okay.
I can explain that, Claude.
Go ahead.
Back at around 20 years ago, the European Union passed a new ordinance saying that any champagne had to come from the Champagne region of France. But the USA said, no, that's not fair to the US companies that's been selling it as champagne for years. So what they did was, they grandfathered in any American company that had been making champagne up to that point. So any company making champagne after that point has to call it, you know what they call it, Claude? They have to call it what?
Sparkling wine or
Sparkling
something.
wine, right. So if you were making champagne before that new ordinance came into effect, then you can still call it champagne.
And when this first came out, it was $6-7 a bottle. To now, it's $15 to $20 a bottle. It's if you like, I like champagne once in a while. I really do.
Yeah.
If I, yeah. Hey, Dom Perignon is $100 and something a bottle. This is $12 a bottle, and I'll tell you what, it's excellent.
I'll still do dumb.
Yeah, you go. Here you go. But I brought out the from the back of the bar, the Korbel brandy. And if you like, here's my thing: if you like whiskey or bourbon, or you'll like brandy, good brandy. It's got a wonderful full flavor. It's smooth. It's a derivative, not from a grain, but from a fruit. And Korbel, this is very smooth. I mean, it's very drinkable as a shot or a mixer or something like that. Full flavor. I mean, you can tell it comes from a fruit, a grape, but it's not sweet.
Right. It's dry. It's dry.
It's very dry. It's very dry, but the flavor just comes right through. There's none of that strong. I don't like the burn or the heat, I think it's called. I don't mind it when it's moderate. When it goes up nice and slow. I just don't like it when you take a sip and it hurts. You
Yeah.
guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So to your health, gentlemen, this is very nice. It's a lot less expensive than whiskey, by the way, although there are pricier versions out there. But this is about $12 a small bottle. This is what I don't know what the size of this is.
$7.50.
Yeah, $7.50. Thank you. God, the big ones, the 1.5 liters or whatever, they're about $25 now.
Yeah.
Something like this used to be so. It's amazing. You ever watch? You've been drinking something for years. You follow it. You know your prices, and you know when it was a bargain. You enjoyed it. It was very reasonable. And then all of a sudden, everyone else discovers it, and you see the price just go double and triple.
I know, it's crazy.
Literally overnight.
Well, how do you score? What score do you give that one?
I'll give this a 96. It's excellent.
Really? And
Yeah.
I have a bottle.
Oh, look at you.
I've got
That's what is it? Trader Joe's sells that sometimes.
Yep. So
Yeah,
there's
that's
Total Wine.
40 cents.
Yeah, that's a real French brandy too. I bet
Yeah.
it's higher than 40 though, is it?
No, it's 40.
It's 40?
Yep. Got fuzz on it too.
There you go. Oh, it's better that way. It's aged.
Yeah, definitely.
Saint Remy.
Mm.
Oh, by the way, it's not a bourbon. But tonight we are bringing a bourbon proper from Kentucky. Here we go, Green River, 90 proof. Yes, sir. This is 70, 21, and on. Pull it up. This is also DPS. I'm not really sure what DPS means.
It means distilled spirit plant.
Oh, thank you. What does
And-
KY mean?
Kentucky, number
Use
10.
your lube.
Well, what it means, you see, each
That's funny. That's funny, David.
every distillery in America has to register with the U.S. government, so they all have a number.
Yeah,
DS.
they don't always put it on every bottle, so this is the first time I've ever seen it.
Right. They
Yeah,
usually
you don't really see that proper on a bottle like that. Like it's as big as the word whiskey on there.
They usually put it on the on the package, the carton. Yeah, the carton.
Yeah. So it's got a unique shape to it. Horseshoe on the bottom.
Yeah, that's
Like
interesting.
Texas.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
nice.
It's got the old GR on the bottom of it. What is that?
Green
56
River.
or something?
Yeah.
I don't know. You drink too much of this, you're gonna get a kick. Boom.
Where is the Green River? Does anyone know?
It's in Kentucky.
Owensboro. That's up there by close to the Ohio River.
There's a Green River in Utah. I drive past it all the time in the desert.
Okay.
Cool. We got a Red River in Louisiana.
Yep.
All right, so the appearance is whiskey color, dark amber to kind of a oranges kind of.
Yeah, that's a lot darker than Ron's.
Yeah, copper.
Yeah.
What'd you bring?
Copper color. Copper color.
What'd you bring, Jay? I don't see it.
The rum, dark.
Oh, the rum. Yeah.
It says dark rum, but it's not that dark.
No, it's light.
Yeah, so this is making some
Winn-Dixie.
really good alcohol legs on the glass, as you can see. So I'm gonna go ahead and taste this. High corn, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna be on the sweet side, especially if
All
you're
right.
using American corn. Yeah, so the taste is there. You can taste sweet corn, barley, rye. Get that rye spiciness to it. This is a good mix. Good mix. The 90 burn is kind of not really there, so to say. It's almost like this is 80 proof.
Okay, that's a pretty big river there.
It's got a pretty decent flavor profile to it. Yeah, it's real balanced, man. It's almost like It's almost got like a balance like Blanton's does. Not sweet honey like Blanton's, but sweet corn. There is like no roughness on this at all. This stuff is smooth. No graininess in it. This stuff's scary good. Wow, this might be a winner chicken dinner here. This stuff's really good. It says it was established in 18. No, I really can't see that. What's that say?
Hold it.
1889.
1889. Yeah.
Yeah. This stuff's good. Even though it's got a gimmick bottle, you know, the horseshoe and all that. Strange shape. Surprisingly, this is really good. And you know, I've been seeing this brand around. Seeing there's a lot of YouTube videos on this, and other folks have been talking about it. I just ran across so I got it for about $4 cheaper than you get it at Total Wine and More. I think Total Wine and More is looking for $34.99 for this. I figured I'd pick it up and try it. Definitely not disappointed with this one. This one's really good. 90 proof. So, cheers.
How do you score it?
Oh, we doing scores already?
Yeah.
I give it a 96.
That's good. That's a good score.
Give it a 96, and I would, if you see this anywhere, I would highly recommend it, picking it up. If you're a
I'm gonna
bourbon
buy a
drinker.
bottle if I can
Yeah.
find it.
Well, this is the base one. They go up from here. So I want to start off at the source. You know, it's like if you're starting off with the KBSs, you want to start off at breakfast stout before you move up. See if it's something you like. So yeah, this one's really good.
Here's where the distillery is, Green River Distillery in Owensboro, Kentucky. You can see how close it is to Indiana. Indiana's right across the river, so if you go up close, you can see that here's the distillery, there's the river.
I was in that area
Indiana,
not too long ago. I was in that area last year.
yeah, so it's not even a mile. It's not even a mile from Indiana, and there it is. Famous state of Kentucky, bourbon producing state. Now, Evansville, interestingly, right up the road northwest of there, about 20 miles, is where they used to have a big brewery, but the brewery went out of business, unfortunately. But I did buy some of their product in 1997 before they went out of business.
What brewery was that?
It was called Evansville Brewing Company, and they made a product called Sterling beer.
I think I heard of that beer.
It was
Which
good.
became Mickey's.
Well, no. Well, wait, Mickey's came from Evansville, but they sold it to Miller. But they were still making Sterling. And I went back to the store to buy it, and I couldn't find it. And then I found out they went out of business.
If we could reel this in a little bit, and I just want to say a few things about beer, and then we'll move on. Just about every product that's going into the Miller product, the Miller area, is coming out tasting like Miller.
Yeah.
PBR tastes like Miller now.
Wow.
I tasted it the other day.
City Brewing.
It's the
I thought they're
PBR.
making that just like
No,
just like the Schlitz.
Dude,
No,
everything
David-
that's coming out of Miller tastes like Miller. No matter
David's
what name
thinking
they're
of old.
stamping.
Wait, you're thinking of Old English.
Old English. Yeah, PBR still tastes funny. PBR does not taste like Chardonnay anymore.
Because it's coming from a very strange city brewing company.
La Crosse, Wisconsin. By the way, you look at the Schlitz. If you can find Schlitz, you'll see on the bottle. It says La Crosse, Wisconsin.
I can get it, Jean. $11.99 a 12-pack.
Yeah.
Get it too. Double thumbs down. You can only get it in a 12-pack, so you can't even sample on a 6-pack. You got to get a 12-pack. If you don't like it, you're stuck.
Yeah.
I
But
bought
now,
and
but now, like Jean was alluding to, now Anheuser-Busch is going to start producing it. So we'll see what happens.
Oh, it tastes like Bush.
I prefer that. I would prefer that. I would prefer that.
Oh my
It
goodness.
tastes like Bush.
As far as promos, now as far as show and tell, well, I don't have really anything to show except that I got a bunch of Outlaw beer today, and thank you, Outlaw. It happened, and I'm gonna give a bunch to David. I got 12 cans coming your way, and
Hey, send some to me. I'll take Outlaw.
I ain't sending it. But there was some technical problems for the last month, but finally that got resolved today, and was able to go buy it. And luckily, I only
All
had
the
to drive.
cops are driving around here. What the hell are you looking for?
They're looking
Sorry.
for, they're looking for you. I only had to drive 1 mile. I only had to drive 1 mile, 2 miles round trip to get it. So thank you, Outlaw. And they sent us some beautiful sweatshirts and t-shirts and caps.
Oh yeah, I haven't tried the sweatshirt on yet, but both T-shirts fit pretty good until I washed them.
Yeah. Well, those things.
But hey, at least they're one wearers and look good. And hey, you know what? They might be able to have big guns now. Who knows?
So so that was very nice. As far as upcoming.
Once y'all think I was going off running around earlier, but it's the middle of making some beef stew. So yeah, I put peas in mine. Oh well, peas, carrots, chunks of beef, potatoes. That's what I was tending to my stove when I disappeared for a moment.
Did you throw in a little slap your mama spice in there?
I did not. I made my own concoction.
Oh, okay.
I like beef. I like beef stew actually, and I know I'd love that. Now, as far as upcoming events, so we're doing Thunder and Thursday, which is accounting for Friday, and Sunday. I think I will be able to do Super Sunday, and I'll bring a beer. Might be cold out there, but I'll do it. And then next Wednesday, I can't do it. Sorry, I can't. Just can't do it. If y'all want to do it without me, I won't be angry.
Sports commitments.
Well, yeah. If you want to do it without me, I won't be angry. Whoever wants to host it.
Sports commitments overtake even family death. Don't you know that?
Right. Like I told my grandfather's parents, I said, I had to skip the funeral because it was a baseball game. So, but anyway, for whatever reason, they didn't talk to me anymore. But next Thursday is another Thunder and Thursday. So that's how we're doing it. So anyway, yeah. All right.
Roll.
Going on to
And that's Jay.
Oh, yeah, score for Jim Beam. I'm sorry, Jean.
No. You forgot to do your usual.
Oh, well, I have to. Okay, Jean. He's trying to get me in trouble.
What would you get in trouble with? How would you get in trouble?
The internet police. Okay.
One more product that Jay has to bring out. So we all know what that is.
Somebody looks like they're getting ready to hit the hay. Jay gonna hit the hay.
Oh, come on! It is almost well for you guys. What is it? 8:45?
8:45 here.
Yeah.
All right, Claude, you're a comedian.
Here in these parts.
All right. What the
hell? Tamarico.
Have you finished that yet?
So is that sold locally?
No, they sent it to me.
I understand that. You keep on saying that.
I've never seen it.
Is that sold locally?
I have never seen
buy it.
I've never seen it. Okay, I've never seen it. I can't even open it. All right. Okay, Jean, I can't open it, so we'll go on to elbow.
Okay, go on to elbow. Yeah.
All right, as far as show and tell, I have another Irish cream product here for maybe the future show. I'll bring it in, but I also have this Kavanaugh's, another inexpensive Irish cream, which I
God,
enjoy.
does that look good?
And chocolate. I like a chocolate Irish cream sometimes, but yeah. So that maybe I'll bring that in a future show. But as far as this tropical colada, I've enjoyed it, and I already gave you the score on it. And as far as promos, Elbow 88 is a channel here on YouTube. Feel free to check it out. And I play music. It's mostly music and some beverage reviews. So it's a small channel, but trying to grow. So feel free to check it out. And anyway, happy to be part of a Thundering Thursday instead of Fandango Friday, but that's okay. Happy to take a little break here on a Thursday. So hope everybody out there has a great weekend coming up, and cheers to you all. Cheers.
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 So let's see. Next we got, Winn-Dixie. We have Jean. No, wait. Let's see. We have.
Yeah, it's me. Yeah, I ain't really got nothing, guys. I mean, just keep staying tuned. I got some videos I'm gonna post coming up the next couple of days. I got no show and tell really. Just stay tuned. Watch the videos. Watch what I do. You'll see. I'm just glad to be with you guys on this Thursday, and a lot of fun. Always enjoy hanging out with all of y'all, and that's it. Just everyone be safe, and just take it easy. I know the weather was nice, but it's about to get a little chilly here in the southeast. Supposed to get some rain on Sunday, and weather's supposed to be a little chillier, but some cold weather next week. But you know, it is winter. So
yeah. And Jean, did you see who joined us last night for chocolate beers?
No, I didn't watch the video. I saw it on my watch list, but I didn't see. No.
Michael Komarov joined us.
Oh, Mike. Yes, his birthday was.
I joined. All of a sudden, you're throwing names out there. I don't get it. What's going on?
Well,
Yes, Michael. Yes,
he hasn't been able to join too much lately. So.
Yeah, and his birthday was a couple of days ago. So yeah, yesterday. Yes.
Yesterday, 74 years.
Cool.
Old.
Yeah.
74.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I will
Right.
continue doing this. So blessings, gentlemen. Be safe tonight and all that good stuff. I'm about to go run, get me some dinner, and all that good stuff.
Take care, Jean. Take care, Jean.
John,
if you're reading the
here,
chat room, everybody's having crock pot tonight.
Crockpot sounds like a good idea.
Oh, pot roast,
so
man.
John, if you were here, I'd give you a bowl of this.
Oh yes. What's that? Let me see. Some gumbo. Oh yeah, I would definitely take some for sure.
I mean,
No doubt about it, my man.
today. It's all gone. Everybody was like, "You got gumbo? You got gumbo?" You know how that goes. Yeah, I got
Yes.
gumbo. You fill them up a little container. Oh, thank you to leave. Somebody else comes by. I heard you made gumbo. Oh yeah.
Well,
It is delicious. It is delicious. So you got to admit. Okay, Claude.
That's all.
Promos, show and tell.
I'm having my second shot here of little Korbel, just sipping it, enjoying it. And there's only one thing that can make Korbel better. And I went to the fridge and the freezer, and I got out the endorsed ice cream. Nancy Pelosi loves this ice cream. Boy, that's a bad selling point. And I found the peanut butter cup, and I found the zesty lemon. So ice cream makes everything better. But
That's the biggest shot I've ever seen in my life. You call that a shot? I call that a big glass.
It's just,
That's a regular old bar shot, Jay.
That's your
No,
ice
no.
cream.
This is my ice cream, the peanut butter cup. He's not supposed to be eating this.
Your name isn't
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Excuse
Here's your name on it. You
I
got
said
dibs
that was
on it?
Nancy's.
mine.
That was Nancy's.
Oh.
You mess
You
with the
telling,
woman's
Claudia.
upbringing.
You telling, Claudia.
What is it?
I don't know. Anyway, just good stuff. Wait for a couple spoonfuls there. Trouble is sometimes I can finish a jar like this piece of cake.
Nice.
Dairy free. Dairy
What's
free.
What's your favorite ice cream in Louisiana? Do you have a name brand down there?
Yeah, but it went out of business
Bluebell.
in 1998. It was called K&B, Cats and Best Off.
Oh yeah, KB was the best stuff ever, but now it's Bluebell and but don't let it
Bluebell's the
down.
best. Bluebell's the best, hands down.
Don't forget about Briars. Don't forget about Briars.
I grew up on Briars.
No, actually, Creole Creamery is the best ice cream we can get around.
Creole Creamery. I love
Oh
that.
yeah, Creole Creamery is
Creole
good, but you have to go to the store. You can't buy it.
That's okay. That's where they sell it at. It's like you got to go to the store to get anything. You got to go to the store to get that. What does that
No, but I
mean?
mean, you can't go. I can't go to Walmart and buy
Like-
Creole
It's not
Creamery.
like you can order it on Walmart and have it delivered or Amazon. You got to go to the store to get it. It's a frozen product. That's just ridiculousness.
What I'm trying to tell you, you have to go to the Creole Creamery to buy it.
So you go to Creole Creamery and get it. You're gonna go to the local pizza pie to get it.
I know.
You go to
That's why-
Popeyes to get your chicken. You're not gonna go everywhere to get Popeye's chicken. You're gonna go to Popeyes. to get
It's
Now,
so
Claude,
easy.
any promos or show and tell?
Nothing to promote. It's really easy to trigger you guys just with ice cream.
Dairy-free ice cream, which I don't think is really ice cream.
Trivia question: where is that famous international brand Häagen-Dazs made?
In America,
Germany? I said Germany. I was wrong?
America.
No.
It's not even a real word. It's just a made-up word.
America.
It's made in Brooklyn. You're right, America.
America.
Häagen-Dazs.
The guy made up a name because it sounded like foreign.
Yeah,
It was just gibberish. He just made it up because it sounded
Yeah.
foreign.
today it's a big.
So I
brand.
just want to like make a statement before we get offline. I have this cheap whiskey here. Cheap. I know it's not WD, it's R&R.
Love Rich and Rare. Love that. Love Rich and Rare Reserve.
This is
Love
pretty
it.
good. It's not bad at all. I'll tell you what. I'm just gonna put a plug out. You see this anywhere? Pick it up.
Love the price. Love the price on Rich and Rare.
It's not bad.
I just wish it was sold in double shots, but unfortunately, hey, get what you can get.
I always get worried when
I
somebody
bought this thing a
describes.
minute ago, and I still got a lot of it left. So
I saw Rich and Rare Reserve the other day for $10.99 a bottle.
That's how much it costs here.
$10.99.
Well,
Hey,
$11.99. One place $10.99, another place $11.99.
Y'all
Oh,
get a rip off.
Claude, any promos, Claude?
No promos, but I got a skateboarder says I've never heard of this pork skins over ice cream.
Oh, no.
I've never heard of that. Does that really work?
Not in
I
my
guess if you
not
put
in my
some all
world.
over, like the croutons and spread them on top. Anything can be like that.
Now pralines. The next Tom says pralines and cream.
Praline.
I can dig.
Yeah, and I like pralines. Yeah.
pralines. Excuse me.
We don't like no pralines.
I'm
Like
sorry. I'm
praline.
from New York. I'm from New York and New Jersey. We talk like that, you know.
From Jersey. I'm from Jersey. We're all from Jersey.
Any promos or show and tell?
I don't know. To get anything new? Oh, pick this up. Boom. Boom.
Oh yeah.
Never saw it.
Yingling.
Oh, Ken, is that a
That's
Not
a
really
good.
new.
I bought the 24
And
pack. I gave some.
Carded.
That's a good beer. That Yingling Premium.
I'm just showing the Rich and Rare website in case anybody wants to see it. Now back to David.
Oh, I'm back. Here we go. Everyone went in circle wheel. I don't get it. And then wing. That's what it sounded like. Yeah, I got this for $17.99. It's not bad. Pretty good. Pretty good. That's it. I actually like the beer. I'm drinking it right now. Y'all have had it?
I've had it.
It's good.
I've had it.
I think it's a pretty good beer. This a battle of like your PBRs, Budweiser's, Millers. I think it's right there. Claude, have you tried it? No?
No.
Straight up.
Oh,
Fortune.
I've had Yingling.
We
Yingling's excellent.
have to get a suitcase of this.
I've never. How big is that can?
12
a
ounces.
regular-
Oh, okay. Do you ever see that? Every now and then you can find the Miller High Life in the monster can.
Yeah, quart can.
What's it, like 40 ounces or something? It's a monster can.
32 ounces.
Oh, the quart cans, yeah. We get those. We get the Miller Life. We get the Milwaukee's Best. I'm trying to think what else we get quart cans. Budweiser, if you really track it down, you can still get it in quarts. I don't know if it's quart cans, bottles. They keep on changing everything on us. Watch out, though, kids. With the tariffs, aluminum is going to get really expensive. So save all your cans. You'll be able to recycle them.
Oh,
Glass will be where it's at.
Ron, that's a great point, Dave. Ron, what's your prognostication on are bottles going to become more popular because aluminum is going to double the price of beer or whatever?
I don't know, because they said on CBS News on the hour overnight, they said that like 77% of aluminum is produced in the United States. So they were saying on CBS they didn't think it was going to make much of a difference. But
Said Jean on the move. Jean.
Yeah, I'm on the move.
Claude, how you like this price? $1.98 for a quart.
Can't beat. I can every now and then I can get the best I can get is 2 quarts for $5 in North Carolina.
Can we get the 40s for that price?
Nah, you can't find the 40s.
We can get 40s.
I can't, man. So I've got to go to that really dangerous convenience store to find a 40
Yeah,
ounce.
you're right.
Miller
You gotta
High
walk
Life.
in there with some swag and attitude.
They
So-
sell 40-ounce bottles of Miller High Life. They sell 40-ounce bottles of Miller High Life at the Circle K on Claiborne Avenue, right across the street from Tulane Baseball Stadium. Yeah.
Yep.
Have you been in there lately?
Good spot.
It's a
No.
Birdies now.
Birdies. But Jean-Pierre is probably gonna visit us and go to a Tulane football game soon.
It may happen this year, guys. Where things are going, it may happen this year. I may be having to stay in Louisiana.
My homestead, and we can walk there.
Yes.
But
You
we're not
find me
gonna
all the
walk.
good spots, and all the good spots you can find good spots to eat outside before the Tulane game. Yes,
go to,
cheap.
go
Or the
to
bowling alley. Go to the bowling alley. The bowling alley.
Jake, tell him what I got.
We go to Felipe's.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, y'all can go there.
I don't know what David has. What do you have?
Oh, come on now.
The bowling alley, right? Not the bowling alley?
You got the hookups.
Yes.
He won't say anything. He's just like, ooh, what do you got? What do you got? Was like the best hookup ever. Oh wait, let me show the picture.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
All I know is that Churches had a big promotion this weekend for the Super Bowl, and right there on Claiborne. And Churches told me, oh, hold on a minute. The Churches company told me on Facebook, I'm glad you like seeing that. And they said, where should we go to next? And I told them, my town. Come to my town.
Yes.
Your town.
So y'all might see me on a Churches chicken video.
All right.
Man.
All right. Well, I
Head's
guess we
getting
better
so
go.
big. Hold on, I'm finding it. The head's getting so big, it's
Who's-
crowding everyone out. On it. Wait, not there yet. Not there yet.
Who's got the best fried chicken? Church's, Popeyes, or the corner?
Popeyes.
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 Kentucky Fried Chicken.
All right. Go ahead, Dave. Let's see. Okay.
St.
Yeah.
Patrick's must have been St. Patrick's Day. You're all wearing green.
No, it was at the Tulane game. We were at the alumni house.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
we went to
okay.
the game
Definitely.
for
I'm
that.
definitely going to check it out there.
I got one of my degrees from there.
I remember some of that day.
Bad as it was, but
I don't remember all of that day. I do remember some of it.
you remember driving home?
I remember
All right.
drinking Imperial Scotch, but then everything after that gets a little fuzzy. All right. Anyway.
You drove home.
All right, guys. I got to go.
All right. Bye,
This is real.
everybody. Y'all take
Later.
care now, everybody.
Later.
Take care, guys. Always fun.